But if you close your eyes.
Yo guys, Mental Gamer here and welcome back to another video. So, we've all finally played the game after like 2 years of hype and waiting and making videos, and I've got to say I absolutely loved it. It was totally worth the wait. I literally cried at least 5 times. I never cry in games. And it wasn't even just because of the sad parts of the game, it was mainly just because of how well made and beautiful the game was throughout. And yeah, I do have a good review of the game coming out soon about everything that was absolutely amazing in the game. But if you follow me on Twitter and everything, you know I've been praising the game for ages now, and I just wanted to get the bad stuff out of the way first. Because obviously if we want the next game to be greater, then we do have to say what we think should change. So let's get straight on into the video. The first thing on my list is the bugs. Now Insomniac could fix all of these bugs via updates, but it's definitely something they should make sure doesn't happen in the next game. Because playing through the game I did find quite a few bugs. For example, if you start to web swing just before you hit the floor, sometimes there's a glitch where you're just like jumping up and down but in midair. I'll try to put footage of this glitch in the video. But also in one of the first MJ missions, when you're in Rosamund's and you're with that lady, I don't know if it was like it for everyone, but for me she was kind of just walking around without an aim. She would kind of just walk towards a wall, then stop and then walk towards where she's actually meant to be going. And also the game has crashed quite a lot for me. Let me know if it has done the same for you, because it might just be for me. But I have been playing it on a PS4 Pro as well, so it shouldn't do that. I don't know if it's maybe something to do with the fact that I've been playing in HDR or anything like that, but it has been crashing quite a bit. So the next thing on my list is probably going to be a bit of a shocker, but that's the web swinging. Now no, I don't hate the web swing or anything like that, I absolutely love it. I think it's the best web swinging we've ever had. But there is just one aspect I don't like about it, and that's that you can literally just hold down R2 and Spidey will shoot a web, swing on the web, and then let go of the web and shoot another one all by himself. And I feel like they should have made it so as long as you're holding down R2, Spidey will hold on to that web, and then when you release R2, he releases the web. That's how I thought it would be, but it turns out that he will let go at the very end, and if you're still holding down R2, he will shoot a new web. It is just a nitpick and it doesn't really affect the web swinging. It's just something that I'm not sure why it would be there. Next is the fact that there's no night and day cycle. This is quite self-explanatory, but I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't actually affect the game too much. But the fact that you have to watch a cutscene of it going from night till day just to do a side mission quickly kind of gets a bit annoying after a while, and I feel like it would be much more immersive if there was a proper night and day cycle in the game. It wouldn't matter as much if the night and day choice system was more detailed, because all we can do is change the time of day, either morning, sunset or nighttime, and we can't control whether it's raining or anything like that. So if you're not playing the story, you're not going to be able to play in rain. And I was really hoping I'd be able to take some cool shots of the rain in photo mode after playing the game. But obviously we can't do that because we can't actually choose the weather, only the time of day. Number 4 on my list is the lighting. Now as the amazing Lucas said, there is some sort of quality control issue going on with the lighting. And the reason a lot of people thought the game was downgraded from the trailers was because they chose worse lighting than there was before that. And also I feel like the lighting is too powerful in this game. For example, MJ's hair goes from looking kind of brown to straight up red. And I know that is kind of realistic, that would happen, but I feel like the fact that lighting is so dominant and can change so many aspects of the look of characters is kind of a bit off. But it's not a massive problem at all, it's just something I thought was a little bit on the weird side in the game. Also, the next thing is stealth. And the stealth missions in Spider-Man were really cool, and I do enjoy playing them, but it kind of feels a bit unfinished. For example, there was one mission in the story where you were wall crawling and had to stealth take down people in the elevator shaft, but there was only one animation for how you could take them out. And even in normal stealth missions, there's kind of not that huge variety of stealth takedowns. However, using the gadgets in stealth is really good, but the limited takedown animations kind of makes it look a bit repetitive after a while. Number 6 on the list is the boss battles. So something I was most looking forward to for this game was the boss battles. And some of them were great with different levels throughout the fight. For example, the Kingpin fight where you took it through different parts of the building. And Shocker's fight where you had to take out the ceiling on top of him and stuff like that. But reflecting back on them and playing through them, there were a few repetitive aspects of every boss fight. Like there was a lot of web, then punch, then web, then throw something at them, then swing kick them and stuff like that. And for the subway fight especially, that was a good fight, but it was still just attack Mr. Negative, dodge his attacks and stuff like that. I feel like there could have been some sort of aspect to us saving the civilians as we're on the train, and obviously he does web the train up and stuff, but when we're actually in that fight, I feel like there should have been a civilian in danger in the train that we had to save maybe. Just something like that to add a bit more variety to that boss battle. And the final thing is the side missions. Like the majority of the side missions were a lot of collectibles, which was fun, but there wasn't really enough actual side villains with proper side mission story. Like Taskmaster and Tombstone were good, but none of the side missions were really as detailed and interesting as Arkham City, for example. And as I always say, I don't want to keep comparing this game to the Arkham series, even though I do it all the time. But Insomniac do know that Rocksteady set the bar with all superhero games out there, and I feel like Insomniac kind of under-delivered with the side missions. The activities of the game are amazing, the side activities are great, I've got no issues with them. It's just the side missions seem to lack story and depth. Like the Black Hat DLC, for example, I feel like that should all be part of a side mission. Like, yeah, in the Arkham games, that Black Hat DLC would have been a side mission. Anyway, overall, the game is amazing. I'm so happy that it's out, and I'm so happy we can all play it. The wait was 100% worth it, but these are just a few things that kind of didn't seem as amazing as the rest of the game. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know any of the things that you thought were a bit off about the game, and also let me know any suggestions you have for a future video. With that said, today's shoutouts are to Fluffy Cod Bunny, Mr. Krabs, Outlaw Fly, and all the people who have continuously supported me. And the reason I'm not giving everyone shoutouts who always comments is because I've already given you shoutouts, and I try to give like as many people shoutouts as possible. But everyone who always comments on my videos, always supports me, and has done for a while, I want to thank you all so much. Honestly, it does mean a lot to me. Anyway guys, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm Mental Gamer, over and out.